right, good morning, everybody. Joe Van Doren here, and welcome to our virtues pick for today. And we have a great word, and one that we have not had in a very long time. And so I always take that as a sign of this is something that I really need to focus on. And that word, the virtue that came up for us today, was understanding. So let's read the description of this virtue, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Understanding is having clear insight into ideas and feelings. We thoughtfully seek to comprehend the full truth. We are mindful of what is most important. We are deeply present to others with compassion and accuracy, helping them to discern their own clarity. We go the extra mile to put ourselves in another's shoes in order to forgive. We treasure knowledge and use our minds as tools to explore what is real and true. We cherish the ability to see the whole picture. So, what a great virtue. And, when this word first came up, I was thinking to myself about how all of us, no matter our age, want to feel like we're understood. And we first began to hear that, especially in, the kind of the tweens and teens age where, oh, my parents just don't understand me. At least that used to be something. I guess it still is. And that feeling of not being understood. And so what is that, right? What is that feeling of not being understood? And so what we found is that the beginning of not being understood, or that feeling of that, is you're not understanding how I feel about something. So in our work that we do with families that maybe have a child that's being bullied, one of the first things that we practice with them is making sure that the child believes that the parents understand how they're feeling. That's probably the most important thing that children want their parents to get, how they feel. They're not asking us all the time to solve their problems for them. They're not asking us to come in and fix everything. They just want to know that there's someone out there that's close to them that understands how they feel. It's that having that empathy for those feelings. And once we're able to do that, once we're willing to listen long enough so that we really get what they're feeling and not try to put into their mind or into their hearts how we feel about something, because it might be two very different things, probably is, because we're unique individuals, but really understanding what they're feeling, then we can listen for the next step. What do you want to do about it? How do you want to clarify this situation? What is it that you want to do to help yourself to solve this problem, to meet this challenge, to get past this adversity, whatever it might be? Without understanding the feelings, though, we have no ability to guide them, to counsel them, to have any other sort of influence on them. Whether and I will say, that's true of whether they are, 13 or 15 years old or 18 years old, or if they're much older as full-blown adults, or even people that we have in the workplace. Even in the workplace, the work I've done with different companies and working with individuals in the workplace, the thing that helps them overcome their own issues and problems is our ability to understand what they are feeling. And when we're able to do that, then we're able to also hear the ideas that they have. We're able to help them to find the clarity of how to solve whatever the challenge is that they're facing. So this quality, this characteristic, this virtue that all of us have inside of us, because we all desire this too, right? We want to be understood. Is just one of the most important ones that we can have. And so with understanding, then comes the wisdom, right? And that's, first it's knowledge, then it's understanding, and then it's wisdom. And in this set part of understanding, having this clear insight of ideas and feelings, and I would say feelings first and then the ideas, will help us to be more compassionate and able to assist and help others in a more effective way. And it doesn't matter what the age is. So, how do we help our kids with this? I think it begins with our ability and willingness to express our own emotions and how we feel. And it comes back to some very simple things in the problem solving, and coming to an agreement of how to deal with a misunderstanding or a mistake or whatever, is using of I statements, and so that this is how I feel when this happens. And if we can express our own feelings and find the words that do that, and teach our kids the words that express feelings and not just mad, sad, and glad, right? So when we get beyond those words and we really get into words that express feelings in a more accurate way, we're helping them to have the vocabulary to do that, to express themselves. And I think this is one of the greatest ways that we can help our kids to develop this virtue of understanding, so that they have to be able to express themselves and feelings, so that they can listen for feelings. And that's just the beginning of that. So those are my thoughts today about this virtue of understanding, and it's a virtue that I would love to focus on, and do focus on as a coach, but I would love to focus on even more, whether it's in my family or with myself. Sometimes we have to understand ourselves, and that's just about presence and taking time to contemplate and meditate on things. So thank you very much for being here. This is a great word, and we look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. And until next time, keep practicing all of the virtues and the 4 C's of successful families. That is clarity, communication, consistency, and community. Until next time.